The 2026 Lucid Air Sapphire isn't just another electric luxury sedan, it's a declaration. A performance statement from a young automaker that refuses to be overshadowed by the giants. In a segment where companies like Tesla, Mercedes, and BMW have been fighting to claim the top spot in electric luxury, Lucid has chosen to take a different path, outpacing them all in power, refinement, and range. And the Air Sapphire? It's the sharp tip of that spear. Let's get right into what makes the 2026 Sapphire so special. Lucid introduced the Sapphire brand in 2023 as its ultimate performance badge, and 3 years later, the concept has matured into a legitimate benchmark for electric performance sedans. The 2026 update doesn't just refine, it redefines what an ultra-luxury electric car can be. Powering the Air Sapphire is a tri-motor setup, one up front and two in the rear. While the configuration remains similar to the previous model, Lucid has fine-tuned the drivetrain and thermal management to deliver even more consistent performance under pressure. The combined output: an eye-watering 1,234 horsepower and 1,430 pounds-to-feet of torque. That's not a typo. But raw numbers only tell half the story. This year's model benefits from an upgraded battery management system and enhanced motor cooling, allowing the Sapphire to sustain its insane acceleration far longer than before. From 0 to 60 in 1.89 seconds, it remains one of the quickest sedans ever built. Yet, it's the repeatability of those launches on the track, on the street, again and again that makes the 2026 version a true evolution. Lucid's engineers have clearly taken customer and track day feedback to heart. One of the key upgrades for 2026 is the new Track Dynamics control suite. It's a re-engineered stability system that can vary torque across all three motors independently with millisecond precision. That means tighter cornering, improved grip, and a newfound sense of agility for a car that still weighs over 5,000 pounds. The software now offers a drift mode as well, for those who like their luxury with a little sideways action. The chassis has seen subtle but meaningful improvements too. Revised suspension geometry, adaptive dampers tuned specifically for the Sapphire, and a stiffer subframe all combine to deliver sharper feedback without compromising comfort. You still get that magic carpet ride that Lucid is known for, whisper quiet and buttery smooth on the freeway, but push it, and the car comes alive in a way that defies its size. Now, let's talk about range, because it's still a Lucid, after all. While performance takes center stage in the Sapphire, Lucid hasn't abandoned efficiency. The 2026 version is equipped with a 113 kWh battery pack, and thanks to software enhancements and improved cell chemistry, it now achieves an estimated 427 miles of range on a single charge. That's with the stock 20-inch forged wheels. Switch to the optional 21-inch performance set, and you're still looking at a range of around 390 miles. Charging has also gotten an upgrade. The Sapphire now supports up to 350 kilowatts DC fast charging, meaning 300 miles of range can be recovered in just about 18 minutes, under optimal conditions. That puts it in direct competition with the best Tesla and Porsche have to offer. Step inside, and the Sapphire continues to impress. The 2026 model brings a slightly updated interior layout, featuring a revised interface with improved haptic feedback on the main controls and better integration between the center console and the 34-inch floating glass display. The UI has been streamlined and simplified based on customer feedback, making the experience more intuitive and less distracting. But it's the materials and ambience that make the Sapphire truly special. For 2026, Lucid introduces new Sapphire exclusive trim packages, including an obsidian black leather with deep cobalt alcantara and carbon fiber accents. The seats, now with increased side bolstering, are as comfortable during a 5-hour highway cruise as they are supportive on tight corners at speed. Standard features include a 21-speaker Real Sound Pro audio system, integrated Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant compatibility, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and Level 2 Plus driver assistance. Over-the-air updates now include custom driving profiles, adaptive lighting logic, and real-time traffic-aware route learning. Lucid's commitment to sustainable luxury remains a priority. The upholstery uses a mix of sustainably sourced Napa leather and recycled microfiber suede, and the factory producing the Sapphire has moved to 100% renewable energy usage as of this model year. On the outside, the 2026 Air Sapphire refines its aggressive stance. It retains its wind-sculpted silhouette but gets a few aerodynamic enhancements: a new carbon fiber splitter, rear diffuser, and recontoured side skirts. The Sapphire rides 10 mm lower than the Grand Touring model and includes active aero flaps in the grille that adjust based on cooling or aerodynamic needs. New colors join the lineup this year, but the deep sapphire blue remains iconic. The forged wheels unique to the model are available in either a polished aluminium finish or a new stealth black coating with blue accent inserts that subtly reference the brand's performance heritage. Pricing for the 2026 Lucid Air Sapphire starts at $254,900 before federal and state incentives. Yes, it's expensive. But when you consider that it undercuts rivals like the Porsche Taycan Turbo GT and outperforms cars like the Tesla Model S Plaid in multiple key metrics, range, luxury, and cornering agility, it starts to feel almost a broken bar reasonable. Especially considering Lucid's build quality, which many independent reviewers now rank above Tesla and on par with Mercedes-Benz. Where does this leave the Sapphire in the market? It's clearly aimed at the upper echelon of F-buyers, drivers who want brutal acceleration but also value craftsmanship, comfort, and real-world range. It's not a track day toy like some hyper-Fs. Nor is it a detached highway cruiser. It's that rare blend of both equal parts storm and serenity. What about competition? The Tesla Model S Plaid is still faster in a straight line, but it can't match the Sapphire's interior refinement or handling stability. Porsche's Taycan Turbo GT is perhaps its closest rival in feel and engagement, but it suffers from significantly less range and a tighter cabin. Mercedes' EQS AMG variant offers supreme comfort but lacks the visceral thrill the Sapphire brings to the table. In other words, Lucid has carved a niche all its own. More importantly, Lucid is learning and evolving fast. Their production efficiency is up, quality control has improved significantly since the first-generation Air models, and customer satisfaction surveys now show a noticeable uptick in delivery experience and long-term reliability. For a relatively young automaker, those are big wins. So, who is the 2026 Lucid Air Sapphire really for? It's for the enthusiast who wants cutting-edge tech and performance but won't compromise on comfort. It's for the driver who wants to leave internal combustion in the past but doesn't want to feel like they've given anything up in the process. It's for someone who wants a car that feels just as good doing 200 miles on the freeway as it does turning laps at Butt and Willow. And perhaps most of all, it's for those who believe that electric cars don't have to be boring, appliance-like, or generic. They can be soul-stirring machines, silent, yes, but thunderous in impact. With the 2026 Air Sapphire, Lucid has proven it can hang with the best and in many cases, beat them at their own game. Whether you're looking for the next great F or simply admiring the art of what's possible, this car deserves your attention. Because when performance meets purpose, and innovation meets intent, you don't just get a fast electric car. You get something more. Something unforgettable. And that's exactly what the Lucid Air Sapphire has become.